I have seen the Eyeless Man 1,000 times before, and I know he's seen me seeing. Once when I was young, I asked about the Eyeless Man to a room full of wise adults, but they all laughed uneasily, and Margaret, I think her name was Margaret, but it was so very long ago, took a sip of her wine, red as her hair, and her eyelashes fluttered in the breeze from his breath. He was leaning over her shoulder. And I never got the chance to ask if she knew he was there, because she slipped away in her sleep that very night, a bad heart, I think. But it seems to me she smelled his breath, at least. When I was 16, I saw him again on the train platform, as he leaned his long frame down to whisper into the ear of a rumpled young man with red-rimmed eyes. And whatever the Eyeless Man said, whether the young man heard him, I'll never know. The end train rolled in, and it did not stop in time for the young man who leaped onto the tracks. In college one morning, I rose to find the Eyeless Man at the foot of my roommate's bed, and though she did not die that time, they pumped her stomach and pulled her back. She never spoke of it, and if she saw him there, she never said. A few years later, I read her obituary, skiing accident, and I hoped it had been quick. I hoped the Eyeless Man was kind to her, and I tried not to wonder if she saw him at all. I thought it would be peaceful when the Eyeless Man came for me, just us two, old friends catching up at the end of a very long day. But when the mangling of my body was done and I cried out, "Why?" the Eyeless Man said, "I am only the taker and instrument. I would have killed you differently." And his fingers flexed in such a way that I knew he'd thought of it 1,000 times before.